Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's webinar. We're really excited to have you guys all here to show you the marketing suite within Boxy. I'm going to give it a little while just to get our attendees all to jump in to our webinar today. So just like to introduce myself, I'm Imelda, the Head of Customer Success at Boxy, and we've got Abhinav over here, who is the brains behind it all. He will be assisting me with just showcasing some of the webinar today. For those of you that have not yet registered for the webinar last week, we will be having a registration link on this webinar where you can register. Hello, Dave. Thank you for joining. For those that did register last week on our webinar, you would have received an email from your customer success specialist advising you about all the details around the trial and the pricing going forward. For those of you that did not register last week on our webinar and that are new to this webinar today, we will be taking you through the new marketing suite within Boxy. If you are interested, please register on the registration link within the webinar that will pop up shortly. And Adam will reach out to you by the end of today to give you the details of the pricing and the trial. For those of you that we did email that registered last week. If you did not see the email with regards to the trial and the pricing, please pop a comment in the chat for us on the side, and we will then reach out to you by the end of today. The people that did register, you would have the campaign, the marketing suite available in your accounts live already, and your trial will start on Friday. Please do reach out to Adam if you do have any questions on the marketing suite. So without further ado, I'm going to be training you guys on how to use this campaign feature within the marketing suite on Boxy. We are very excited about this feature. A lot of you have been asking us for something like this in Boxy. And now we are able to track real-time campaigns within our Boxy to see who's converted, who we would like to maybe possibly reach out to that did not convert, and we'll delve into that in a second. So let me start by sharing my screen. If you guys have any questions, we do have the customer success team available on the chat as well. So please do pop in any questions that you have, and we will then answer them and demonstrate them for you on here. Welcome to everyone. Thanks so much for the hello. Let me start sharing my screen with you. I hope that everyone can see my screen quite clearly. So for those of you that already have it live, you will see that there is now a new button added in your Boxy on the top left-hand corner. When we click into this, we can now see we've got the broadcasting option and marketing things. We'll delve into these in a little bit after the session of training you on the broadcasts. But for now, what we're going to do is we're going to look into how we can use the broadcast feature for both email and WhatsApp. So we'll start off with the email first. You will see that we've got a couple of things listed over here just to show you guys what that could look like when campaigns have been sent. We can see one's been sent here. We've got one in draft, one in progress, one that's scheduled, and one that's cancelled. We'll look into the reporting side in a bit once we've created our campaign. We can see the campaign name, the date that it was sent, and who the campaign was created by. So we're going to start by creating our campaign for an email. I'm going to click on Create Broadcast, and then it will take us to the next section. So we haven't added in all the templates yet, but there will be some saved templates that we will add in for you guys into Boxy, which you then are more than welcome to use. We've only got one in here right now. Just show you what that looks like as an example. I'll just give it a second to load. There we go. So we can, we'll have saved templates for you guys where you can just basically edit, drag and drop some more things in here should you like to. Or we can go and create one for us as a blank template right now. So I'll click on the Create Template. And then we can use either plain text email. Most of you are familiar with creating automations within Boxy. So this will just be using a plain text email that we would normally send out on automations. Then we've got the visual email builder, which a lot of you have been asking for, to include a bit more of your branding colors and things in here. So we're going to use this one. And I'm just going to grab a code here on the side quickly. So for those of you that would like to use the HTML feature, we can now put in HTML code inside of our campaigns over here. So I've dragged and dropped the HTML feature in there. And then when I click on it, we can now go and add our code in here. This might be from a previous campaign that you guys have used on another platform before. We can paste that code in here, and it will then give us the visual of that HTML over here, which we then can send out in a broadcast.
Just one thing on that, like if you
let's go and create one together without using the HTML code. We'll say use the visual builder. And then we will see that on the side over here, we can drag and drop how we'd like to add that, create that campaign visual builder. So we can, for example, add in a title for a header. I'm going to be doing some copy and pasting from the screen over here, just to show you what the guys are that can look like. So we can add in our header for our campaign over here. We'll just click on it, and we'll paste in the text over there. And then we can amend this a bit more to make it bold, change the font, the color, etc. But I'm going to leave it as is for now. We can put in a spacer below the header, and then we can resize that space should we like to. We can also add in an image. So you can see it's really easy to just drag and drop and put in what you'd like. We can either upload a new image from my desktop. I've already added in one here. So I'm just going to insert my image over there. And then we can see a nice header with some space and then a nice image. Again, you can adjust the padding and other things that you'd like in here as well. And then we can add in some text. I'm just going to drag over the text. Am I missing? There we go. I'm going to drag in some text and just paste a bit of the body in terms of the campaign we'd like to know, give people a bit more information on this campaign. Okay, very important to note, if you're copy and pasting this from ChatGPT or some other platform, it is very important to remove the first name and then insert the variable, because it could be different for every platform. So we're just going to insert the variable here. And these variables that are populating in here are the variables that you've already put in as your custom variables within your business information settings in Boxy. So all those custom variables will pop in over here. We're going to just pick the first name. I don't want the practice name that I've copied and pasted from somewhere else. So I'm just going to add in my business name over here. That's already had those custom variables in there. We'll just create some spacing in between. And then what we can also do is we can add in a button just to get them to reserve their spots. They now want to book in a consultation. So I'm going to copy this, click on my button, rename it. And then we can add in the URL in over here for the booking link so that they are able to book in a consultation with us. And then another cool option that we can add in here, a lot of you have asked for social media to be available within your emails. We can now drag and drop that in over there. And there you've got all your social channels. And when we click on it, we can just add in the URL of our LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, etc. so that people are able to click on that should they want to go and visit that. So now we've got a nice little campaign that we've created, and now we can click next. And then it will take you to the next screen where we can now select our audience we'd like to send this campaign to. So we can either manually filter the leads already living inside of Boxy now, or we can upload a contact list by just uploading a CSV. It might be that you've previously had a campaign somewhere else that you'd like to use those same leads, or just from another platform you've used before. We upload the leads in here, and then we can send it to them. Or we can just go back to the manual filter and then add the manual filters in here with the leads that are currently inside of Boxy. So I'm going to send this to all my qualified leads within Boxy. And then we can choose a date where the lead was created. It could be any time, the last 30 days, between custom ranges that you can select in there. I'm going to say any time for now because this is my demo account and I just want to make sure I capture the leads for the example. Then we can filter the box that we want to send the automation to. I'm doing an Invisalign open day, so I'm going to select my Invisalign box. Very important to note, if you click on this block over here, it will select all of your leads. So that's for all boxes. So if you click on this tick, it will select all the stages inside the box. What you can do is you can just click on the box and then select the stages that you'd like to send this campaign to. I'm going to go with my gone cold re-engage to try and see if I can convert those patients that have gone cold previously. I'm so sorry. And then I can add in additional filters. So I can add in filters for maybe someone that's specifically assigned to specific users. We can do due to specific labels. So it might be that they're in the orthodontic box, but they have an Invisalign label and we want to reach out to them. If you're location enabled, we can select certain locations we want to send this to, and so forth. So there's a whole lot of examples there that you can use as well. So I'm going to stick to my filters that I've done here. The next step, we want to make sure that we apply these filters so that Boxy can find the audience we want to send this campaign to. If you don't click this, it will not find the audience. So very important, click apply. And that has now found the audience that I'd like to send this campaign to. And then I can click next. Once I've clicked next, it will give us the option to now name our campaign so that we can know which campaign this is when we look at our reports. We can add in a sender email and a subject line for when this goes out to the patient. So I'm just going to go and grab my subject line here quickly. Okay, also very important to note, when we edit this, we have to save it after we've edited. So I've made the mistake of not clicking save, and then it doesn't save my campaign name, and it will just default to broadcast with the date that we've added in there. So very important, always click save when you've given the details in here. I'm going to choose my sender email for Imelda, click save, and then add in my subject in there, and then click save. Then we can select the option to either send this campaign now or schedule it for later. So if we say now, it will send immediately. If we want to schedule it for later, we can select a date and a time. This will default to the region that you're in. If you're, for example, from Australia or something, then you can select the option over there. Then the exciting part of this is we can also track the milestones of this campaign that we send out. So I can say, I'd like to know when I send out this campaign, how many people have actually booked, how many have been won, and how many went lost, so that we can track all the data from this campaign in terms of conversions for these milestones. I'm going to send this campaign out now, and we can see a nice preview of what it looks like on a desktop, as well as what it will look like on a mobile. And then we'll click send. And by the way, we can send a test to ourselves first. If we don't want this to go live, we want to see what they will look like first, so we can send the test to ourselves just before we actually send it out to the audience we've selected. And then we can say, yes, send campaign, or we can say save and exit, and that will then save it as a draft if you're not 100% completed with that as yet. Again, we can see the statuses for scheduled, in progress, draft, sent. And now we can go and also view our report in terms of the data that we've sent out. So I'll click on report. And it will then show us the report for the campaign that we have sent out. Abs, do you want to run them through the report on this section?
Yes. So I think Amelda won't be able to hear me, so I'm gonna just say that. So what is happening in the report is whoever the report goes to, we show the all number at the start, and based on the existing reports that you have, you might get confused. But here, what we are doing is we are showing you how many people that the email was sent, queued, delivered, failed, read. All this thing will total to the number which is showing as all, and then you will be able to click on one of the sections, and if you want to, let's say, like if someone has you have email was delivered to them but they did not reply back to you, you would be able to send them a different campaign as well. Yeah, this is how it's going to work. And for how the milestones that we have, these milestones are also live. So it is going to show you where the leads are sitting at the moment. It's in this email report and the WhatsApp report. You will not be able to see if these leads have previously done the consultation book, previously they were on one. It will just give you the live of the reporting. Once you start using the campaign, we are gonna tell you about this more, and we have articles created as well, so you will have clarity on how these things are working. So don't worry about all these things. We are going to give you all the information that is needed.
Thank you so much for that, Ab. So just in terms of what Ab has mentioned over here, we can click on the sent items, for example. So if we set, for example, the ones that are sent over here, we can let's just go back in there. We can say for the ones that have been delivered, they might have been delivered, but they did not actually reply. We can then reselect these leads over here, send them the same campaign, or create a new campaign to them. We can also export these leads should we want to export them. So I'm going to say maybe these leads didn't respond on email and I want to try and reach them on WhatsApp. So I'm going to select those leads that have been delivered but not responded and create a new campaign to these leads over here through WhatsApp. I'm going to select WhatsApp and say next. So with WhatsApp, we would have most of you would have had WhatsApp connected within your Boxy account already, and you would have created templates that have been approved. You can either use those approved templates in over here. For it might be that you did an Invisalign Open Day automation before and you want to use that same templates, or we can go and create a new one now. If you want to use the templates that you've already have approved in Boxy, we can click on Import Templates, select the template we want to import, and then click Import, and that will then import that template into here for your broadcast. A very exciting feature that we've also got here is we can either choose to have this reply template that we're going to create now for our box template replies, so it will be available for us to use inside of our boxes as well, or we can just use this reply temp or this WhatsApp templates inside of our broadcast over here. We can choose both should we want to, or we can just select the one which is only specific to this campaign and then click next. So also very exciting, if you have the marketing suite on your Boxy, you will now be able to create WhatsApp templates within your Boxy. This is only available in the marketing suite. So you will be able to now create it and visually see what that looks like on a mobile. We can pre-populate our template name over here. As you would normally on Meta, choose text, image, video, or documents. Add a footer. We suggest that you possibly put something in there like to opt out, reply, stop, to give them the option to not receive any more campaigns. And then add in our buttons. So I don't want to take up too much of your time with this because we've got quite a bit to cover still. I've gone and pre-created one over here by selecting an image, giving a template name, adding in my footer, and then choosing my buttons. It is very important that when you do add in a booking link, for example, that it has the HTTPS in the front of it. Otherwise, the link will not work. So it won't just work with the www dots. We can choose our different options of buttons as well. So we can say which one we want to use, a link, a phone number, a quick reply for a yes or no question. So it's exactly the same as it is a Meta, except you're now doing this in Boxy. Then, very important, can you see that I've now copy and pasted this from somewhere else? We've got a first name in there, but it's important that we remove that and put in the variables of WhatsApp, because like I mentioned, every variable for every platform is different. So I'm going to select the variable over here. Again, we'll populate the variables, custom variables in our settings. So I'm going to choose first name, and there we can see it's populated a whole lot different than what I had it there in the first place. Cool. So now we can visually see what that will look like to our patients. They've got a body, a text, they've got the photo, and they've got booking options and calling options in over there. Once we're ready, we can then submit for approval. So as some of you may know, where did I do this? Let's do this.
So I think like the reason it is happening is because there is a dash and it does not allow you to add the dash.
Abs, unfortunately, can't hear you.
I know.
Okay, so as some of you may know, you have to wait anything between 2 minutes and 24 hours for your templates to be approved by Meta. So in this case, we're going to just get that notification there. We can see it's submitted for review, and we can continue to filter our campaign. Once it's been approved, we'll get a notification to let us know that the template we've submitted has been approved. If you're using a pre-approved one, obviously, then you will not have to wait for the approval on that. Again, we will then filter our audience. We can see it's the qualified in the last 30 days, the box stage. We can say Invisalign. I selected all my stages again, the thing I've warned you guys. So gone cold. We can choose again. And again, you can choose in some more filters if you would like. And most important, always apply the filters. And there we've got our audience available there. And then we can click next. So again, we can then give the campaign a name. I'm going to give it this Invisalign Open Day 2025. And I'm going to send it now. Again, if you want, you can schedule it for a later stage. And I definitely want to track some milestones on this. So I'm going to select my milestones over there. We've got a good preview of what they will look like when people do receive it. And again, we can test it first before we actually send it out to our patients, should we like to. And then I can save and exit. We don't have the send option right now because it's not yet been approved by Meta. Once it has, we will then have the send option not grayed out. You can see there it says, please wait for approval before sending. So I'm going to save and exit for now, and that will then be in my pending approval templates over there. And again, we can then go to the reports of what has happened to this campaign. So we can view, as Abs has explained earlier to us, who it's been sent to, who's queued, delivered, and all the milestones. This is not my actual campaign. This is a previous one sent out without milestones included. And that is the exciting new feature where we can now broadcast our WhatsApp and emails from Boxy and get the reporting based off those campaigns. So we've got one tool, one dashboard, and one login where we can manage all these things from one place now. If you guys have any questions with reference to these campaign features, please pop them into the comments and we will definitely answer those. In the meantime, I'm going to hand over the screen to Abs to walk us through the ads management and all the exciting things that's coming with that.
Thank you, Imelda. So a few more things that to add it to what Imelda was talking about. You will be also able to get a CSV list that you can upload and send the emails out to your audiences. So you don't have to just use the leads that are within Boxly. You can have an external list from your PMSs, Dentally, or CareStack and everything, and you would have some data over there. You can upload that and you will be able to send the campaign out to those people as well. While doing that, there is another option that we are providing. We are not filling up all these leads when they are coming up within Boxly, when you are sending them a campaign. We are only creating this as a lead once they have replied to you. All these things again are mentioned in the article. And now the main thing that I want to talk about is the ads management. I know some of the people on this webinar are just for the ads management part and how this is going to work. So in your marketing suite, you will be able to see an ads management section. Here, what we are doing is you are all familiar with how the ads and the tracking works when a lead is submitted through your website. So it's like straight away the conversion happens and you are able to see in your Google Analytics and Google Ads. This is something which is called offline conversion. By offline, it means like it's not happening at the point when the lead is getting created. It happens as you are taking the lead through different stages and different journey. So what I would recommend you all to do is you go into your Facebook leads. You can do the connection by adding your account name, pixel ID, and access token. There's an article link that the team will be sharing it in the comment section, and you can see all the steps that are available. You can do that for Facebook leads and Google Ads. When you do Google Ads, it will ask you to log into your Google account. Once you have done that, it will enable the connection. And every time when a lead comes in, we will be sending these goals or custom events back to Facebook and Google. And all these custom events will be based on the different milestones that you have set up in your account. There are a bit of a configuration that is required for you all to do over there. So I would recommend you doing the connection first, and it takes around 2 to 3 days for this the custom variables and custom information to be sent to Facebook and Google Ads. Once it's there on Monday, we will be sending you a Loom video on how you will be able to set all these things up and see it on your Google Ads conversion dashboard and Facebook ad leads dashboard. I don't want to show it right now, or I don't want to tell you right now. The reason being, there won't be enough data, and you will not be able to see those events. So I would highly recommend you all to connect all these information in. And then on Monday, once you have this Loom video that I will be sending over, you will be able to customize and see how the conversions are. And then with all those conversion, you will be able to improve your smart bidding and the future campaigns that you are going to run. That's the part for ads management. Again, you will have a lot of questions on that because it's a new thing that we are launching. But if you have any questions, contact our support. And I think the video that I will be sharing on Monday will clear out most of the questions that you have. Also, in our marketing campaign, there are few other things that we will be introducing in the future that's not available right now, which is landing pages, web forms, and pop-up forms. So you will be able to create all these things within Boxly as well. I have been refraining from giving dates, so I'm not going to give you dates, but like the way that we have been working and we are delivering the features and everything that we have promised, it will be there soon in your account, but we will notify you when it's closer to the launch date. One more thing that we did not mention, with the marketing suite, you will also get the ability to use the HTML templates in your normal box automations. So within your box automations, you will be able to set and select these HTML templates that you are creating and saving it over here. So anything that you see will be seeing it over in the save template section. These will be available for you to set up and send it out from your normal box automations that you have in place. We will be populating, we are still working on providing you with the best templates. That's why like it's not there, we have just added one, and we will be slowly adding a few more common ones that you can utilize and then able to convert. So that's all from the marketing suite. If you guys have any questions, we would be ready to answer those questions for you. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that, Abs. It's really exciting. We've got a lot of great things coming into Boxly. You've asked and we've listened and we've now implemented this. For those of you that asked whether you should see this in your Boxly right now, you are welcome to register for it. There will be a link inside here. Erica, if you could please put that link in here, then we can you can register for it, and Adam will then contact you after this, but by the end of today, with the trial details as well as the pricing details. This is a paid on feature. So again, if you would like to have this in your Boxly, then you can definitely register, and Adam will reach out to you with the pricing as well as the details around the trial period that we are running right now. And for those of you that asked whether you can have the recording, everyone that is registered for this webinar today will receive a recording of today's webinar. If you don't receive it, please reach out to us and we will send you the recording as well. Yes, Amy, you will have the marketing suite live in your account because you registered last week. We've put the marketing suite in there. Your trial will start on Friday. Abs, are they able to send out as of now already?
Yes, everyone who registered will be able to send it out. If there are people who have registered last week and are not able to see it now, there are two reasons for you to not able to see it. One, it's not in your account, so let us know and we will add it in. Second, you might be a team member. A team member will not be able to see this marketing suite as well. So if you are not a team member, you are an admin, and you have access and you registered before, just let us know and I will get it added to your account straight away. Dave, your question regarding WhatsApp business, your question regarding WhatsApp business. AI, we won't be able to reply straight away from AI. We have WhatsApp templates that you will be creating, and through automation from the box stages, as soon as a lead sends you a WhatsApp message, it will automatically send them a WhatsApp template. So that will just reply to your patients whenever they are inquiring.
You'll also notice that we have added the Power User Guide in the section for you over here. All new features that we add into Boxy will always have an updated Loom video added into the Power User Guide. So please grab that. We've recently launched some new features and added some new Looms in there. It walks you through each feature, where to find it, how it works, and why it brings so much value to you. So we really encourage you to grab that Power User Guide. And then you will see we've also just added this Start Using Marketing Pro link over there. So if you'd like to register, please click on that. And by the end of today, Adam will be reaching out to you to send you an email just based off what the trial is all about, and also the pricing that you will then pay regarding the marketing suite going forward. Any questions that we can answer to you guys today, or anything you'd like us to demonstrate, please pop them into the questions. We'd love to have some feedback from you guys, just in terms of the training webinar. If there's anything that you'd like to delve deeper into, that you'd like to see more of, we'd love your suggestions. That's how we improve and enhance Boxy. So please do provide us with any feedback you may have. If it's a thing that you'd like to maybe contact your customer success consultant, just for more information, please do email them and we will get back to you before the end of today.
I'm gonna answer Amy's questions. Can we choose a date range on different fields, i.e. the gone cold stage? Then we will have over a year worth of data there. So I wouldn't want to send to all, maybe the last one. Yes. So what you need to do is whatever box and the stages that you are choosing, we have a date range option over there, and you can decide either you want to send it to people who have inquired anytime with a custom date range of 1 month, 3 months, past 30 days. All these options are available. So the filter that is available within for you to select the audience is really robust, and it lets you find different sorts of audience based on their qualification, based on the boxes and the stages that they are in, based on the labels that they have, based on the dates that they came in, milestones. So all these things would be there. We have tried to allow you to filter it based on everything that is there, and I think you will be able to find everything that you want to do and filter out and create a perfect audience to send these emails out. Yes, and you will be able to upload multiple leads. So you can have a CSV that is some from a different place that you have from your PMS or something. You will be able to upload that. And once you upload, you just have to do a normal mapping. And it could be like from 10 to 1,000 to 2,000, 5,000. Any number does not matter. You will be able to add multiple leads and send the campaign to them.
Cool. Guys, thank you so much for joining us today. We were super excited for you all to get involved in the marketing suite. Again, if you have any questions, please do let us know. Pop us an email or pop in one of the comments, and we will be sure to get to you before the end of today. We're really excited for you guys to use this tool. We understand the frustration of logging into multiple platforms, using multiple tools, but we're really excited that you can now do that from one place. Abs, do you want to answer this question?
Yeah, so we all have a dedupe feature when importing. So when you're importing any audience, what we do is we check for the email address or a phone number. If the email address or a phone number is present, we will highlight that and mention that you have uploaded 400 contacts. Out of those, 20 are duplicates. So we automatically remove that, and you will be able to click on those 20 to see which are these which are there. So yeah, we have the dedupe feature as well.
Awesome. Seeing some awesome feedback within the comments. People are really excited. That makes us really happy. And please do provide feedback to us when you're in this trial, because that is the way we make things work best for you guys. So as you use this trial, please feed us back any feedback that you have for us, any suggestions that you have, and I will make sure that Abs gets that feedback for product to enhance anything that you suggest. Great. Guys, thanks so much again for joining today's webinar. We hope you guys have an amazing day, and we look so forward to hearing your feedback on the new marketing suite. Have a fantastic week ahead. We'll see you soon.
Thank you, guys.